If you click on this video, chances are you contemplated to move to sunny Florida and you want to ensure you're fully informed before making a big decision. Now, let's be real, Florida has its challenges and they often make headlines. But don't worry, in today's video, we are continuing to dive into crucial things you need to know about Florida, highlighting the bright side that often get overlooked. So stick until the end. And here is what to expect. We're going to explore 10 crucial things you need to know about Florida. If you enjoy this series, don't miss out part 1 to 3. And for a different perspective, be sure to check out my video, Do Not Move to Florida, where we look at reasons why Florida might not be the best choice for some people. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the party. I am Michelle Beatty, a real estate licensed professional and team leader here in the vibrant Miami area. My team and I are passionate about helping people like you to buy, to sell, invest, and relocate to this incredible city. And also be sure to like, subscribe. It's the best way to help other people just like you who are planning to move to Florida. Without further ado, let's start it. Number 1 crucial thing to know about Florida: tourists. Yep, they are part of the state charms, and they are here all year round, adding a little sparkle to everyday's life and boosting the economy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Grounds? No thank you. But let's flip the script. Tourists aren't just a hustle. They will make the state even more special. So, here is what you need to know about living in one of the world's most vacation-worthy spots. Expect crowds all year round. In Florida, tourists come in waves, but they never really stop. Here's a quick breakdown of the seasonal influx. Winter tourists. From December to March, Florida is a hot spot for people escaping the cold from northern states and Canada. You will see packed beaches, busy restaurants, and long lines at attractions. But hey, it's also season for soaking up the sun weather. So get ready to share those spots with the visitors. Spring break madness. From March to April, embrace yourself for a spring break. College students and young adults flood into cities like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Panama City Beach for parties, nightlife, and beach days. It's a high energy and busy, but if you're into excitement, this is the time to dive in. Summer tourists from South America. From June to August, families from Brazil, Argentina, and other South American countries come to Florida to soak up the summer heat. In cities like Miami and Orlando, you notice the streets, the malls, and the theme parks busy with families on vacation. It is a blast living in the heart of action. So, what is like actually living in the tourist hotspot? Here's the deal. Busy, busy, and busy. Crowds are just part of life. Beaches, popular restaurants, attractions will be packed, especially during the season. But the upside, you are living in a place where it's always something happen. Festival, concerts, culture events, you name it. Traffic jams. With the constant flow of tourists, traffic is something you need to deal with, especially near major attractions. Learn the best time and routes to avoid the worst of it will make your life a lot easier. And a pro tip, locals always know the shortcuts. Thriving economy. The tourist industry pumps money into local economy, creating job opportunities and a vibrant business scene. Whether you're into hospitality, real estate, or something else, there is plenty of potential to benefit from the bustling tourist industry. Cultural melting pot. Living in a tourist-heavy city means you'll be surrounded by a variety of cultures. From international festivals to diverse cuisine, Florida offers a rich cultural experience that feels like a vacation in itself. Navigate like a local. Living in the tourist-heavy cities isn't without its challenge, but it's all about how to navigate it. Once you get used to the seasonal influx, you will learn when to hit the quiet spots and when to embrace the lively crowds. Plus, locals always know the hidden gems that tourists usually miss. So, you will learn your own favorite spot that remains untouched by the waves of visitors. In the end, living in busy tourist cities means you get to experience the best of Florida. The energy, the diversity, the constant flow of events, while you learn how to find your own rhythm among the crowds. Sure, the traffic and the line can be a bit much, but once you adjust, you see that living where the world vacations has its perks. Number 2. Each part of Florida is different. Florida is often associated with Miami, beaches, and Disney World, but the state is incredibly diverse. Each region offers something unique, from the rural landscapes of Panhandle to the tropical vibes of the Cape. The sheer size of Florida means traveling from one part to another feels like a road trip adventure, with different climates and culture along the way. In Panhandle, you'll find cooler winters and southern charm, far away from the tropical image many people have. Miami, South Florida, the other hand, brings a Latin influence, year-round warmth, and vibrant city life. Meanwhile, Central Florida is home to theme parks, but also offers suburban tranquility. The laid-back Florida Keys feels like a tropical space, while North Florida has a distinct southern character. And Southwest Florida is known for peaceful waterfront living. Florida isn't just one big tropical paradise. It's a diverse state with something for everyone, no matter what kind of lifestyle or climate you're looking for. Number 3, lack of seasons. So when you think of Florida, it's easy to imagine non-stop sunshine, the endless beach days, right? Well, that's true, kind of it. Florida doesn't follow the typical 4-season pattern. You know, the spring flowers, summer heat, crispy fall air, and winter snow. Instead, seasons are mostly defined by rainfalls, humidity, and heat. Expect long summers, mild winters, but the most notable season is hurricane season, which lasts from June to November. Now, depending where you are in Florida, your experience with the season can vary a bit. Let's break down region by region so you know exactly what to expect. First, the Panhandle and Big Bend in the north. If you think in Pensacola or Tallahassee, you actually can get something that feels like a little more real season. In the fall, you'll notice a hint of coldness in the air, not quite like the northern states, but enough to make you feel the seasonal shift. Winters here get chilly enough for sweater and light jacket, especially at night. But don't get too comfortable, because when the summer rolls around, it's back to hot, hot, hot. It's still Florida after all. As you move further south into Central and South Florida, things start to heat up, literally. It's basically summer all the time here. For about half of the year, you get perfect weather, warm, sunny, and low humidity. And the other half, you are in a tropical heat mode with high temperatures, humidity, and those classic afternoon thunderstorms. If you love a warm weather and you can handle a little heat, it's a paradise. And then there is a hurricane season. No matter where you are in Florida, the most notable season, it is hurricane season from June to November. But don't worry, Floridians are pros at handling. And it's just part of life here. While it doesn't mean you are in danger all the time, it's something to keep in mind. The good news, you still have a plenty of beautiful days between those storms. A little preparation goes along the way, and before you know it, it's back to sunny skies. Number 4, let's talk about traffic. If you're moving to Miami, Orlando, or Tampa, get ready, because traffic here is no joke. But honestly, it's not much different from what would you expect in any major city. Think of like New York, LA, Atlanta. Same vibe, just more palm trees. Now, if you're coming from a smaller city or a quite rural town, the number of cars on the road might be a bit shocking. Here is a little secret to make your life easier. If you can, try to live closer to your job or a school in your area. This can save you tons of time and stress. Give you more time to actually enjoy where you live. And hey, when you do find yourself stuck in a traffic jam, make the most of it. Pop your favorite podcast, plan out your day, or play your music playlist. It doesn't have to be a total drag. Sure, it's frustrating, but complaining won't magically clear the lanes or speed up your commute. Traffic is just part of a city life. No matter where you go, just remember, Florida is worth it. Number 5, alligators. Florida is home to those fascinating reptiles, but don't worry, they are not hiding around waiting to jump out and bite you. Alligators and snakes attacks are actually pretty rare and usually happen when someone is doing something a bit foolish. The gold rule is simple, just stay away from them and they will stay away from you. I personally used to live by a lake and I had alligators hanging out at my backyard. And you know what? It's really not a big deal. I just never swam at the lake and stay deep in the bushes. A common sense helps a lot. It's important to know not to feed the alligators, just like you wouldn't feed the bears. It's a big no-no. Feed them can make them lose their natural fear of humans, and that's when things get tricky. So, if you ever spot an alligator while you enjoy Florida's outdoors, just admire them from safe distance and carry on with your day. They are part of what makes Florida so unique. Number 6. Culture shock. Be prepared for a little culture shock. But don't worry, Floridians are friendly and gracious, make it easy to adapt. While Florida is technically in the South, it's not your typical southern state. It's an incredible blend of cultures influenced by Latin American, Caribbean, and even folks from the northern US. This mix brings a certain warmth and energy to everyday life. A big highlight of Florida culture is the large Latin community, especially in metro areas like Miami and Orlando. People from Latin backgrounds tend to be expressive and passionate. Instead of a little handshakes, you might find them greeting each other with a hug or a cheek kisses, which adds a lovely personal touch. While Latin culture might come across as less formal by American standards, it's all about expressing care and appreciation for one another. Conversations can get lively and animated with a focus on storytelling and shared experience. South and Central Florida, a blend of cultures. If you move towards Central Florida, cities like Orlando also boast a large Latin American population, but the cultural landscape is a bit more balanced, with the presence of people from Puerto Rico, Brazil, and other Caribbean islands. These areas also draw people from all over the US, including many transplants from Midwest and Northeast. North Florida, a taste of the traditional South. Now, if you're heading to North Florida, embrace yourself for a more traditional Southern experience. Areas like Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and the Panhandle retains a lot of the classic Southern charm. You might encounter Southern accent, low-paced living, and more traditional values. No matter where you end up, one thing's for sure, you will never be bored. In this way, Florida is an upside-down world when it comes to culture. The further south you go, the more it feels like you are in a northern city. But if you're heading up north, it's a totally different vibe. More southern, laid back, and traditional. Crazy, right? Number 7. Hurricanes. Living in Florida comes with so many perks. But if you're not used to hurricanes, it can feel like a wild ride at first. I'm originally from Brazil, where natural disasters are pretty rare. So it's definitely a learning curve for me. But you know what? Even with hurricanes, I absolutely love it here, even if the storms come and knock on my door. The key is preparation. When you're ready, it's really not that bad. One of the biggest advantages of a hurricane is the predictability. Unlike earthquakes and tornadoes, which can hit out of nowhere, hurricanes give you plenty of warning, sometimes days in advance. This allows you to prepare and take control of the situation. Communities here have a well-established evacuation routes and safety plans, so it's not as chaotic as you might think. Preparing for a hurricane is a lot like getting ready for a big snowstorm, especially if you lived through Midwest winters. You get your essentials, fill up the gas tank, grab your first aid kit, stock up on non-perishable food, and make sure you have a plenty of water, flashlights, and battery. And trust me, when the power goes out, the battery-operated fan will be your best friend in Florida's heat. Now, Here is a funny part about hurricanes. They come with their own local traditions. You hear seasoned Floridians joke about hurricane parties. When schools and business shut down, it feels like an unofficial holidays. While newbies are busy cleaning out convenience store of water and batteries, the locals are stocking up on drinks for Hurricane Bash. It's a playful spin on something that can usually be quite serious. Unless you're directly in the path of Category 4 Ohio storm, hurricanes usually means a lot of wind and rain. Florida infrastructure is built to handle storms. Homes are designed to be more resilient than those in other states. For instance, Disney World has only closed its door 8 times since it opened in 1971 due to hurricanes. Pretty reassuring, right? When comparing hurricanes to other disasters like tornado, earthquake, wildfires, I personally prefer hurricanes. Tornadoes can be particularly distressing, especially when they strike at night and wake up with the sirens, forcing you to take refuge in the basement. Earthquake strike without warning, and landslide and tsunami comes with their own set of challenges. Wildfires can be devastating, and then there are winter storms, which can bring their own chaos with freezing temperatures, heavy snowfall, and power outage. At least with hurricane, you have time to prepare and evacuate if necessary. And if you're fortunate enough to only deal with wind and rain, you can kick back with friends and ride out the storms together. So, while hurricanes can shake things up in Florida, they are just part of life here. And honestly, I wouldn't trade it. Number 8, sport and activity year-round. There are activities that you can do pretty much year-round, and the best part is that you probably have never done them before. Here are some coolest ones. Mangrove kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, windsurf, spear fishing, sandbar parties beach, manatee swimming, stargazing, fly boarding, beach soccer, horse riding on the beach, canoeing in the crystal clear springs, ATV off-roading in the swamps, dolphin watching, sailing regattas, hot air balloon rides, and caving diving in fresh water springs, as well surfing fishing. Number 9, just moving to Miami. Miami is one of the cities that honestly is like no other. It's truly international. It's kind of being in 2 different countries all at once, which makes super exciting. You hear people speak Spanish, Portuguese, Russian, English, and you can grab a Cuban sandwich or a French toast at the same cafe. The mix of culture here feels different because it's wrapped in that warm tropical vibe that is totally Miami. And guess what? You won't feel alone like the new kid in town. This is a revolving door city of people coming and going. Folks are always arriving for new opportunities or leaving for the next big adventure, which makes it pretty easy to meet new people. Everyone is in the same boat, new, curious, and eager to explore the city. You might find yourself chatting with someone who just moved in last month, or you'll meet locals who love showing off for their favorite spot around the town. This constant flow of people is what makes Miami feel so fresh and alive. So if you're a little nervous about making new friends or find your place, don't be. Miami's rhythm is all about welcoming newcomers. Number 10, and the last one for this video. Learn how to pump your gas. But this only applies if you're from New Jersey, South America, and other countries where it's not common practice. Pump your own gas can be a bit doubting. When I relocated to Miami from New Jersey, I found myself nervous about pumping gas for the first time. Since Brazil, we typically don't do ourselves. But after a few tries, I quickly got used to and realized it's not dangerous at all. That's all for today. And right now, if you have any question or would like a personalized real estate advice, I'm just one click away. Schedule a Zoom call with me through the link in the description below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.